Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Or good afternoon, or good evening, depending where you are in this glorious world that we live in. Good to see so many of you. Hello, hello, hello. To all my channel members, thank you for your continued support and love. Thank you. Thank you, Church Millie. Thank you, Annie. I was going on faith that you all could hear me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, well, thank you. That's good. I appreciate that, Kay. Oh. Anna, how are you, my love? How are you? I hope you are well. Extra hugs, prayers for you, your brother, of course. Good to see you. Thank you, Marshall. Thank y'all. Woo, look at that. Hello, how are you? Almost at the end of the intro music, too. Oh, this beat just gets me going. I hope it gets you all bouncing in your seats, too. Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, everybody. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Sussex Saturday. I hope you had a wonderful week. Those of us who are squaddies, those of you who have joined are squaddies too. Maybe not officially, but you're squaddies, whether you love them or hate them. But welcome. I hope you all are doing well. The squad is well fed. Everybody understands what I mean when I say that. Okay. So, hopefully I'm still having ear issues, but hopefully my background music is not drowning me completely out. And I just want to kind of go back through top of the morning to you, Memphis. I hope you are well. Let me see. And I'm hanging in there. We're supposed to gather today with family. I can't take this pain on. Well, I do hope that it's not an easy road, and I've said this before I jump into the Sussex Saturday stuff. Just a little message to Anna. Sadly, many go through hell to leave this plane, so just wrap him in as much love as you can, and really rely on the memories that you have up to this point, and just lean into family as much as you can. So And just know we're here praying for you as much as we can, although we're not going to truly be present with you. We are present with you in spirit, all right? Okay, so let me just come over here. All right. Hello to everyone. I'm going to firstly go do the disclaimer before we get into it. I have quite a bit to cover. I know everybody's favorite part is trash time, so, just follow along with me as we work our way to that point, okay? All right, for the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. This video was made for entertainment purposes and is transformative in nature. One of my favorite quotes from Harry and Meghan: "We are the change. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world." All right, so what a week, what a week, what a week. And before we start talking about the #1 podcast in over 10 countries, I'm going to go through and do a little bit of a look back of Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, accomplishments since she's been on the global world stage, so to speak. So let's just kind of look at some of this, because, some will say that this isn't really a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big effing deal. Okay, so we all remember the first best-selling book was Together Cookbook. That the way it was structured, that all the proceeds went to the Hub Kitchen, and they are financially stable and they're up and running. I think it's 7 days a week, and yeah, she did that thing, okay? She wrote the foreword. I'm just saying, it's a good book. It's a cookbook. Many have cooked a lot of things. I have yet to, but, The next accomplishment, SmartWorks collection. So one of her patronages, SmartWorks, Meghan was like, hey, in order to make them, in a way, self-sustaining, let's do a collection people can buy, and what they buy, another is donated to SmartWorks. It sold out, let's just say. It was awesome. I wanted to try to get I think it was a tote bag, and I could never get it, but yeah, SmartWorks. Forces for Change. This was the 2019 British Vogue, one of their best-selling. Others are trying to duplicate, but you won't do it. Okay, anyway. And then, of course, we have her children's book, The Bench. Bestseller. And now she's moved into the podcasting world. Finally! Yes, okay. So, Archetypes. Number one. Knocked Joe Rogan right off his throne that he's been sitting on for a very, 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 very long time. Okay. So right here, I want to pause and say thank you to even the haters out there, because you had to subscribe to listen. At least, thanks for listening, and then rating. Even if you're giving a low rating, honey, you can't knock it. Okay. If you didn't know, The Misconception of Ambition with Serena was her first episode that she dropped. We have, these were the initial countries, okay, that she premiered at the top of the charts. And of course, since she is American, America showed out, okay. Look at the one right under the U.S. The UK. Really? I wouldn't think the UK or Canada. New Zealand, Australia. These are Commonwealth countries. Okay, I'm just saying. I wouldn't think that she would have been trending the way the headlines are always written that she's so disliked there. But anyway, there you can see on the top podcast. And these are clips from her as she's preparing to record it. And this morning I saw that, she's number 1 in 10 countries. Yay! Archetypes. Okay. I'm just saying. Yes. If you haven't listened to it, I hope you will. There's a link in the description. If you don't have, you're not big on signing up at sites, there is also a link to the description, the transcript of the podcast in the description also. So I'm so glad I finally saw this. I saw this picture that I'm going to show. And I didn't snag it initially, but I'm so glad I caught it again in my view. So here's an idea of the wonderful ladies that will be coming up. Mariah is the next one because Meghan told us that. And it's going to be very interesting to hear the topics discussed with these ladies. And yeah, as you can see, there's 2 blank spots. We can only imagine who is behind those. Yes. We can let our imaginations just run rampant if we want. You know what I'm saying? So some other things that I snagged off of Twitter, the news. How big is this? Look at the name up in the skies there, in the middle of all these cities. And then the wonderful, seeing Essence. This made my day when I saw this. I was like, yes, Meghan, yes. No matter what the haters say. Okay, I'm just saying. Now, this is an estimate. Don't know how true it is, but I had to laugh because they threw shade, and I'm throwing it in here because, why not? That it's estimated that there was 10 million listeners. And that, at the time, this is several days ago that I took this, so you can only imagine it's probably reached that. But PM's TV show, the shade of it all. Okay, moving on. Now, V, those of us who have been in Squad a while know who V is. I couldn't resist. She had me screaming when I saw this. And this is from several days ago, but yeah. And she said it. If I didn't know any better, I'd say the Commonwealth really loves Meghan Markle. And it's so true. It's so true. That's what I envision the picture on the right is saying. Okay. Ebony Magazine also. It's major. You hear about, she has no influence. Wrong again. Okay. I just like to keep pointing out. And she's not buying it, the coverage. It's who she is. It's who she is. So. Now, the Seattle Times, I don't know much on how that paper leans, but I saw that this morning. I said, oh, okay. You tell it. She is also the queen of podcasts. Boom. Microphone drop. Boom. Okay. And it can only get better. I know the haters are waiting for, I guess they feel there will only be like maybe 10 listeners for all the rest of them or something. Ha ha ha. Not hardly. Now, I did see, and I don't know if I took a screenshot of it. Someone on Twitter, it was a squaddie, said, this is impact when her podcast is trending in non-English speaking countries and is number 1. That speaks volumes. So while many in the hate circles were laughing and saying Spotify should drop them, and what are they doing? Arch 12, blah blah blah. And here comes Archetypes, and we got that drops several months ago saying that this was coming. We still weren't prepared and had our edges snatched. How about that? Okay, so. And she's trending, of course, to be expected. And I just had to throw this in here. Okay. This is to all the haters. All right. Now, before I go into Harry, I'm going to jump into the comments. I see I have many comments. Let me see if I can even figure out where I left off. Wow, you all are really talking up a storm here. I love it. Okay, let me see. Come down, come down, come down. Let me see. What is Church Nelly? It's hard to watch a loved one slowly, disintegrate right in front of your eyes. Much love and prayers, Anna. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. Hello, hello, hello. To everyone that's come in. I just wanted to get into the content to give you all more time for your favorite aspect, which is trash time. And I'm sure I'm going to be in rare form, so I just wanted to say that. Yes. Just keep showing him and pouring in your love as much as you can. So that's what we got to just stand in that, standing in the love, you know what I mean? Hey, Thriving with the Sussexes, how are you? I hope you're well. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, my mother, when she was here with us, she was, a squaddie, by default, since I am. She would get the updates. She would get the pictures. She knew when Archie was born. She, it was the whole thing. Yeah. Let me see. Hey, Dolores, did you read anything about Africa nations going after Meghan? No, I haven't heard anything. Not sure why they would, but depending on what the publication is. So, let me see. Hello. Everybody's just talking. Dolores said, Church Night, we all know where the lies start and run with it. Yeah, unfortunately. And many times, I'll say this because I saw it on, of course, Twitter. I have to check Twitter before I go live because there's stuff, usually really good stuff out there. But be mindful, when you look at Meghan's work or even Harry's and how the haters push it so much that they help with the numbers, be mindful of how we engage with the hate stuff, that we don't do the same, because the haters know, especially those in the media, that if Squad gets behind something and starts talking about it, that their numbers are going to go up, and we don't really want that. Although there is somebody in Trash Time, the troll lady, I'll call her that she's going to get it from me. Mm-hmm. Okay. But let me move on. So just to keep up with things. Hello. How is everyone? Hello, sis, I see you. Scratch and Pete, I see you. Let me see. Hello, everybody. All right, Four Corners. Hey, how you doing? Okay. Let me jump over to the Harry stuff, and then we'll get into some Squaddie Corner, and then we'll move right into everybody's favorite time when y'all can unleash. All right. Woo. So, we've gone through, Meghan's accomplishments and had a little look back, and now we have Harry. He has a lot of accomplishments, but everybody, let's get ready for some Polo, okay? Can we get ready for some Polo? This is probably Church Nelly's favorite. No, not probably. I know she likes the person quite a bit, but he's the one that posted this out, and, you get a little bit of him, Church Nelly, just a little bit, but this is from his, IG. Mm-hmm. And he says some really great things, just how he loves to play with Harry and raising the money, and it's going to Bali means the world to him. So yes, I'm paraphrasing there, but you get the gist. So that one's just for you. And Bali tweeted out that there was a polo match, and they were the benefactors of that, which of course, because Harry is co-founder of it with Prince Seychelles. So it does help the children in South Africa affected by poverty, inequality, HIV/AIDS. So, as we know, Harry's mother, Diana, was the first, I would say, in those ranks, if you understand where I'm going with, in those ranks, to put humanity back into HIV/AIDS when she shook hands, sat down, and spoke with those afflicted with the disease, where most people were running in the other direction, not really knowing much. And so if people are wondering how that's so close to Harry's heart, that's why. And in this polo match, he's also, we're coming up on the 25th year of her passing, and I can only imagine the emotions. 2 years, almost 2 years, and he was a young kid, even though I was an adult. So your mom is your mom. All right. So now I'm going to say this, and the squaddies understand. Mamma Mia. I sang it because it was easier to sing. We heard the news. This is the most famous beagle right now. Mind you, Guy is this is the most famous at this time beagle, and it's Mamma Mia. And she was adopted by Harry and Meghan. And we know how rescue is to Meghan. If you aren't really sure, I would offer that you watch the Oprah interview with Harry and Meghan. That will give you a lot of insight. And here's another picture where she was just used for breeding. And look at that face. Look at that little face. So there we go. So we have the Mamma Mia. And I just want to kind of round it out. Don't believe the type. Now, if somebody puts a label on you, okay. You don't have to be what they say that you are, if you get what I'm saying. So, don't believe the type. So, I see a few more comments before we get into Squaddie Corner. Let me just scan the comments. And I'm loving that you all are showing love to Anna. That's awesome. Church Nelly, nacho man. Yes, you do. She wants a nacho man. You were too funny. Let's see. Yeah, being a caregiver is not easy, and no matter what the situation or element may be, it's not easy at all. It's a draining while you're loving your relative and all. But sis, I see you. I see you out there. Thank you for listening. I see you. Yeah, it is awful to watch a loved one in pain. All right. So I'm going to go back because I want to get into Squaddie Corner. And with Squaddie Corner, I'm just going to give a recent highlight. As we know, because I mention it each week, there is a birthday fundraiser going on that started August 4th and is running through Harry's birthday in September. And this is the number. I took this screenshot at 11:06 a.m. today. Awesome. Bravo, Sussex Squad. And I know we can do more. Just continue to share. If you're not able to give, share the community to your community, family, friends. Because with that, more will be going towards Centabale and the work that they do there. And we know how much Harry loves that charity. So, okay, here we go. It's trash time! It's trash time! It's trash time! Okay. So where do I begin? I guess I don't have too much, but we can talk about a lot of different things. But I want to mention her initials are JM, and I'll just put her face. This heifer has nerve to talk ish about. I'd rather show this because that's more her speed. She is a troll, a paid troll for the DM, Daily Mail. But I was seeing her name pop up and I was like, what did she do? What did she say about Meghan? So she had the nerve, allegedly. I think she was inferring it more so, but still it doesn't make it pretty. It doesn't make it nice. About Meghan being a mutt. Now, she was talking about Mamma Mia in a sense. But then because I was like, what specifically did this B say? So that I would know how to handle this trash time moment. So in reading, she goes on about, I remember hearing the Queen's daughter Anne discuss way back in the 70s when she was nearly kidnapped. And so this one here, the troll, inferred how when the Queen and Philip heard about their precious daughter nearly being kidnapped, the show went on and they continued on. I guess they were in Indonesia or maybe India. It was one of the countries. And they continued their tour. Okay, let me say this. Let me turn the music down a bit. Y'all with sensitive ears and hearts, excuse me, but I'm about to say something. Listen, you stupid bee. Okay. Anne was a grown woman at the time that happened. She was grown. It's a lot different when you're talking about your infant son, newborn, firstborn child. A lot different. Lot different. A lot different than when you're hearing news about your grown daughter who has security, fought off the guy. Maybe that was to boost the story. I'm just saying. But she was an adult. I believe she was even married at the time and her husband was with her. So, hello, let's not twist stories to say that, garnering sympathy, like the show must go on. Yeah, okay. Most people couldn't have pulled it together for the events that they did. The show did go on, unfortunately, because I would have loved them just to pull the rug and been like, you know what, this is it. And when they left Africa, they came right here. But that's not how it played out. But they're here now. But to infer that because the Queen, I mean, that's what her goddamn job is. To queen. She didn't have no feelings for her kids. Oop, I shouldn't say that. But, when they were growing up, they were with nannies. She was touring the world. If they scratched their knee, oh, okay, a nanny handled it. What? So she was saying that the Queen, as her adult daughter, nearly gets kidnapped, but she was going to stop the world. Please, she didn't stop the world when they were kids. Please stop it. Just please stop it. And go somewhere. That's all I'm gonna say. This is how I really see you. Go somewhere. Okay. All right. Let me put this back up and let me just jump in the comments before I get into my next trash time little tidbit. Let's see. Dolores, for 6 years, Harry and Meghan have lived in the British media for 24/7 nonstop, along with the royal experts and mouthpieces. Not a day goes by without words of Harry and Meghan because they can't sell anything unless they mention them. At least if they mention them, at least do it in a way that, you know what I mean? That makes a little sense. But bring out the hate all the time. It's like, yeah, no. No, 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 no. Thank you, Elaine. Yeah. I remember seeing her on one of those talk shows where she was explaining what happened. So, woo, Lord of mercy. You're going to equate a grown woman having, while a scary situation, but, you know, I'm sure it wasn't the first time, versus a 4.5-month-old that is helpless. Like the two aren't even, the same. And, it is what it is. Sorry if others feel differently. Probably the haters more so, but yeah. Control C skips well. Church Nelly, it's the Deliverance brother sister. Yeah, I'm telling you. Hear them banjos. Ba-da-ding, ding, 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 ding. Okay, I'm just saying. and like someone said on Twitter, she has a face that only a mother could love. Yes. Okay, I'm just saying. Valerie, do these people have children? Obviously not. Or they do, and they just were never in that situation to actually say, I mean, my Lord. You just want them to do the puppet show for the royal family. It's the royal family puppet show. I mean, to go on, the show must go on. But yet y'all don't want to be celebrities. What, like, make it make sense. Okay. Annie, the queen comes across as heartless. Yeah. I mean, my whole thing is, I'm just saying, someone to, number one, let me say to this troll, don't ever equate someone black or mixed race as a mutt. You ingrade, okay? All right. Let me keep on pushing. And, this is your first time here. Welcome. Hopefully you'll come back. Hopefully you hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? This is only during trash time that, we let loose. I'm just saying. The queen is about heartless, only wants the money. Yeah, well, may she enjoy it all. May she roll around in it before she checks out of here. I'm just saying. And has anyone seen her recently? Okay, I'm just saying. I know I asked that question, but yeah. Eloise, who have children? We never say this about what happened. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to listen to replay because I'm in between things today. Okay, well, I appreciate you being here. No problem. Here, all Meghan wanted was a little time to compose herself because it's very emotional for her. But it's all about the optics for these callous people. Exactly. I'm sure if, they were like, I know there's a lot of things in place. There's people there that's going to show them around. But if you're, I don't know, give them a half hour, an hour late. My Lord. Just explain something happened. And, but of course that would have been flipped around by the media. So, which I can't believe they didn't know about. And oh my God, you mean you would hold that type of information back? And and Space's alleged, I'll put that out, alleged affairs. But then you make up the story that Meghan, and knowing that this occurred, and you still make up the stories. Oh, she made Kate cry, and you still push that bullshit. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. Well, welcome, Annie. I hope you do come back. What is this? Annie, did that tortoise look at herself in the mirror with her? Listen. Mm. Oh, really, Tasha K? Well, I mean, I'm just saying, believe you me, if she really was, I don't think they would hide it. And how could they? I don't even want to know. Because the one that's waiting for that seat, he's ready for it. He's ready. And the one behind him is really ready for it. He's trying to push his father right out the way. I'm just saying. Cookies, these rabbit racist jerks are showing their true colors. The unroyal family has more than demonstrated that how they see Archie. Yeah, because for them not to stand up when that BBC reporter, employee, whomever, who was fired, and I think within 72 hours to a week was hired again, equated Archie to a monkey. Yeah. F you all. Okay? That's how I feel. Let's see. Equin, they only have excuses for the alleged. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The one that settled that a suit with his accuser. Mm-hmm. And the money jugglers, yeah. More sure for will happen if she didn't pipe down these nuts. Ha! Lord of mercy. Yeah, they were saying it was child abuse. I wish they would. Now, I will say this because it just popped in my head and people can say what they want. Thank you, Lord, that they had the nanny that they did and not that nurse that they had to fire. Because she probably, never mind, I'm not even going to go there. Okay, moving right along. Belgium, wow. That's awesome. That is awesome. Hey, Ben, how are you? That woman should take a good look in the mirror and see the mutt looking back. Ugly, envious. Yeah, all of that. It just floors me that that's the attitude. So, Catherine, the UK is getting their karma. The world is finally seeing the royal family for who they are. Diana and Meghan were treated. Yeah. Harry's going to ensure that his wife doesn't meet the fate that his mother did. Sadly, Diana had nobody to truly fight for her. And, mind you, if social media was around then, Diana would still be here and well protected and all of that good glory stuff. Okay. But things were so different then. So different. So, hello, Bargain Betsy. How are you? Okay. So, my other little tidbit is y'all know, excuse if you hear Penelope in the background, but this was some weird deranger going wild, just responding to Christopher Boosie's tweet on the podcast, and they just went loony saying all of this crazy stuff. It's a flop. Okay, sure, it's a flop. It's number 1 in 10 countries. It was number 1, I think, in 5 right off the gate. So anyway, and Meghan talks about herself as a victim. She's talentless and so jealous of people. I will not be interested in watching any. Watching? You're really listening to it? But okay, as you say. And I expect the royals are sitting back laughing at Meghan as Lady C says, no class. Lady C has no class. Let's just say that. Takes one with class to know someone with, you know what I mean? You got to have a little class to know what it is. But, given those ranks, I don't think any of them have it except for Harry. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just saying. So the person went off. And they deactivated their account. I guess they knew the heat was going to be coming for them. And they were like, let me get out right now. It was probably somebody's stupid burner account. And I guess they got off on dropping that little gem. Now this next one. She cracks me up. She cracks us all up. She's hysterical. But she's funny too. Like Karen Ames, I just have to say. Now, she started this whole burst when she said, Margaret sacrificed. Margaret sacrificed her whole life to stay and not marry who she wanted to really marry, who she loved. So she married for the optics. Okay, I'm just saying. Because then they gave her the grand wedding. And thinking, and the way she equates it, why couldn't Harry? She's still on this drum beat, but okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Can you get over that? Harry, it ain't happening. Let's just get over that. But here she goes. And when I tell you that we were cracking up on Twitter, I don't know who is behind this account. You are hilarious. Hilarious. Because just when you're ready to say something to them, you realize, okay, they're really shading the the ones that they claim they like. With her saying that she had two phones in her hand, and I guess the kids. I don't know who the Siddiqui and Latifah are, but that she was fighting and had it in her hand, and somehow gave Archetypes a 5-star rating. And then saying, "Can this be undone? I've tried resubmitting the rating and it keeps crashing." And then talking about can't wait for school to start. I guess those are her kids. I don't know, but. When I said thank you for that laugh, because can this be undone? Woo! Thank you for giving Trash Time a little bit more class. Let me stop. Okay, so as you know how I like to do. Here's a beautiful comment. So remember the thumbnail last week, Harry's secret trip to Africa. Now, those that are content creators, maybe those that aren't, you understand with the thumbnail. I could not put Mozambique on there because it's a lot of letters and you don't want your thumbnails too crowded, if you get what I'm saying. So this person felt that they had to tell me that Africa is a continent, not a country. Okay, Africa is not a country, it's a continent of 54 countries. Harry went to Mozambique, not Africa. Many people in the West need to get their narrative correct. So, you know how I do. You know how I do. Well, number one, thanks for the engagement. Number two, thanks for the engagement, smart-ass Karen. As I know, Africa is a continent. Number three, thanks for the engagement. Thanks for the engagement. Thanks for the engagement. Bless your heart. Now, I have to say, one of the squaddies, and I didn't take a screenshot, although I can get to the comment, but they said, excuse me, it was like I could see the tap on the shoulder. It was like tap, tap, tap. Kathy, if Mozambique isn't in Africa, where is it? So didn't Harry go to Africa? I hit the floor laughing so hard. Because I'm like, you trying to come for me? I mean, thanks for the engagement, but Lord have mercy, folks. Please just stop while you're ahead. Think twice before you leave a comment. I'm just saying. I mean, welcome to the big screen. Okay. If that's what you wanted. Now, this is what I'm thinking of you. Okay. And then you get this. All right. And of course, as all haters, yeah, I'm going to stare into the black silence because you don't deserve. Okay, so I'm going to, let me come up here, put this back. Let me jump into the comments. Hopefully I can find myself where I left off, but I'm going to kind of let that go if I can't. Let me see. Yeah, everybody, let me see. Woo! Annie. Harry knows that his relatives were trying to kill Meghan and Archie. He did say, if we know what we knew. Yeah, what he knew. Yeah. If we knew what he knows, or what, if we knew, what do we mean? If we know what he knew, yeah. Because of the stuff that was going on. There's so many gems now that make it clear to what was happening with that interview they did in South Africa. It also gives you more context as to why. And I did see some people mention she's so clingy. She's holding on to him so tightly, the baby. Well, hot damn, I guess you would too. If your first engagement and then this happens, that as you get in the car after such a joyous time, and they tell you that there was a fire at the residence, started in the nursery. Yeah, both their hearts. Because when you look at, I had you save the pictures from each of the days of the tours, and look at their face, you could see a vast difference. There's a smile, but as they said, you just put the smile on and go on with work. Mm-hmm. No heart behind it, just work. Yeah, just saying. So now I'm really curious to see what or whom in Africa, which country in Africa, because, Kathy C had to make a point that is going after Meghan, because I just don't see it. But if it is, hey, it is what it is. I'm just saying. Anna, I'm going to move right on. I'm moving right along. Mashara, it is so rich to see that the derangers are triggered by Meghan's podcast, isn't it? And we, they've given that more listens too. Hey, thank you. They're trying their best, because you can only rate it after you listen to it, to drop the rating down. But the more you listen, the higher the ranks. Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. Old Bob. Mm-hmm. You might need a Bob. Okay, I'm just saying. Don't start. Won't be none. Okay. Ooh, y'all are bad. Let me see. Princess Meghan and Harry have us the praying squaddies. Yes. Margaret was a very unhappy woman. She was. She really was. All that for the crown. Let me just say that. Mm-hmm. So, no person with class will write that nonsense about Meghan. Thank you. Exactly. First of all, a country that claims that they're not racist, but your media and the royal family sure don't stand up for Meghan, but you come wanting to run out, when it has something to do with the soccer or football, as y'all call it over there. Okay. Yes. Just keep loving on your brother. Let me see. Elaine, she really is a pork pie short of a picnic. Well, mm-hmm. Of course, I read that Porky Pig, but I get what you're saying. Oh, Lord, keep your eye out. Yep, thanks, Karen, for the 5 stars. Exactly. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. That's what I said. Thank you for the engagement. I saw Tina had tweeted out something, and I bust out laughing because she used to say that on the podcast, like thank you to the haters out there listening, and you're driving our numbers. So we just don't want to do the same for the haters who put out stupid articles or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not worth it. Our Duchess Princess Meghan's #1 in India on Spotify. Congratulations, Duchess Meghan. We love you and support you from Greece. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah, she, Mm-hmm. And Valerie, you know what? You're on one too. I guess all of us Valeries are on one today. Marguerite lived in the 1960s to 1980s. This is the 21st century. Well, yeah, but mm-hmm. Some people don't believe that. You remember ambition, the just taking that word ambition and putting a negative spin on it as soon as a woman. We always heard that, oh, she's being uppity, she's doing this, she's that, like she's not in the right ranks. Those ranks aren't as don't need to be all the same pigment. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Okay. Let me see. Oh, Bob, it's pork and pastry, a British staple. Oh, pork pie? Mm-hmm. 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 Pork pie it is. Let's see. Anna, cookies and cream, they are selfish only when they needed money. They came around, but the piggy bank went broke. They forgot everything. And they had their chance. So let me just do my blanket. Hello to everyone who has joined since I've been going on and on and on, through the content. I just want to say hello to you. I see you in the comments. Just understand, I do see you. And we knew that she would be. There was never a doubt in our minds that her podcast, we've heard her voice, very soothing, comforting, and she'll zing you when she's putting those little nuggets out there. If you read between lines, you will pick up on them. So let me see. Sonia, the show would have to go on without me. It said the Queen did not take the best care for children. Maybe it resulted in the way they all turned out. Mm-hmm. 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 That's all I'm gonna say. Mm-hmm. Let's see. The Sussex Squad is always able to come back on those smart ass trolls. Yeah, I mean, they make it so easy. I'm just saying. Cookies and cream. If they don't like Meghan, just stop following anything she does. No one is forcing them to comment or listen to anything about her. These fools need to go pray and get delivered from all evil. Well, listen. This is the thing. So they claim they hate her. I mean, mind you, even if they're paid to hate her, do they know that energy is that they're putting to her and wanting her to fail and like you said, by listening to it helps to elevate her and thereby crushes your whole campaign. And it seems like a smart person would just stop. Stop pushing your money that way. Eventually, one day, that's all going to come out. I believe the media is going to tell on you. Space. Because it's not it's not the final frontier for you, buddy. I'm just saying. Okay. Dwayne Young, Archetypes is just as important for boys and men as it is for girls and women. Yes, it's for everybody. There are plenty. And then again, let us have some of our moments. She's not excluding men, but then again, who sets up the society that we're in? Yeah, who set it up? So I'm just saying. Vaughn, do you guys realize this is twice day to try to kill Archie? Well, we're gonna move on from that. Yeah, they weren't successful when she was pregnant, and putting that additional stress, the media coming at her daily with hundreds of articles. I mean, they're still printing, my understanding, at least 5 to 10 articles a day. Like, come on already. Stop. Just stop. And you all are listening to it in order to have content. So, Meghan saying thanks for the engagement. So is Spotify and all the advertisers. Boom. Okay. Let's see here. Catherine, what happened to Tom Bradbury? He has not been seen since the interview. No, he's around. I hope space hasn't done anything to him. I know they made this big thing like he doesn't want to be bothered with him anymore, but he's around. No doubt about it. He's around. Uh-oh. Is there somebody you're on the lookout for? Oh, wow. They Thank you so much, Information Man Show. Thank you for that. And you all, this is something, since I see this all on, I see other channels, I had to get up with it. So here we go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Ooh. Okay. Thank you. So that's a little tidbit when, super stickers or super chats are dropped. Mm-hmm. Hope you enjoyed that. But thank you. 755 Media, what's up? Hey, Michelle, Makeup Mom and Son. Cinderella, let's see. Who else is here? I'm trying to. Oh, hey, K Metal, how are you? Hey, Pandies. Let's see, what is this? Royal families is here in Germany, but they tried to hide their race. Well, let me say, they're not doing a good job on hiding the racism. I'm just saying, like that issue would not go over here in the U.S. We shut that down. Oh, and remember, PM was on CNN. He was trying to, I guess, be the next Larry King. Ha! That failed royally. So, like that little pun. Mm-hmm. Dolores said, nowhere Meghan has said that she wants to be president. Yeah. Well, they keep pushing that energy. I mean, yeah, she's never said it. I don't know why that scares them so much. Because just like just like when she was a quote working member of the royal family and controlled by where she would go and what was released for her on social media or commentary, she was silenced. Remember, being president, you're silenced too. You can't just what I mean. She can't be involved in all these different charities like she would want. That would be much more limiting. Let me just say that. Cookies and Cream, the podcast got the Unroyals completely unhinged. They had to sick their lapdogs on Meghan to try to sabotage the podcast. Sir Pegalot needs to put that energy into doing something meaningful in life. Sir Pegalot needs to stop pegging around on cosplay, be the upstanding husband that he portrays in his PR images, the photo ops, showing up at engagements with her, that type of stuff. Really be that instead of just pretending to be. Because like how your dad pretended, his ish hit the fan one day and it all came out. Okay. Better hope cosplay ain't sip somewhere and wind up letting it all spill out. I'm just saying. Okay. Mm-hmm. You like that? Y'all see a little tidbits of my personality. I thought it was cute, but I'm glad you like it. Listen, I don't know why y'all entertaining. I saw off the gate the name. Bob needs a Bob. Maybe he needs to learn to peg. Okay. Maybe he needs a pegging or something. I'm just saying. Just don't entertain and be ready to zap if you need to. Let me see, where am I? I'm only 2 minutes. Okay. Marjorie, Harry and Meg are just too smart for the firm, so they are always a step ahead of them. Oh, and because Harry knows those folks really well, Meghan took them at their word and face value, and when that basically evaporated and she could see the real thing, yeah, you ain't gonna fool her another time. So not going to happen. Ooh, I know if it's gonna get interesting if Cookies and Cream and Church and Illy get started. Y'all are in for a time. Y'all are gonna be in for a time. Church and Illy, Sir Pegalot. I love that. Yeah, that's gonna be the name, Sir Pegalot. Oh my lordy B. Hello. Yes, let's see. What is this, Joyce? People lie. Numbers don't. Meghan number for Spotify is great. That's why she's number one. Yes. Her numbers are just outstanding, the listeners. And you know we all jumped on it. I'm surprised we didn't crash Spotify because I don't know if they expected the numbers that they received. But, you know, hey. Cookies and cream church Nelly, they're nothing but rabbit racist jackasses. That's what she said. Hequin, yeah. Archetypes is number one. Yes, it is going to remain that. I'm looking forward to hearing the topic that she discusses with Mariah and hearing Mariah really just finally hearing her outside of some of the other interviews. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. And we see those who will jump at a chance to speak with her and probably have been friends with her for a very long time. Meghan is showing us, is peeling away some layers so that we see some of her circle. You know what I'm saying? I love Meghan, but even I was surprised that she was number one in so many countries. Not me. Not even the non-English speaking ones. You know. All she does is win, 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 no matter what. Okay. Let me stop trying to sing. Church Nelly, today is not play day. I'm feeling like a mean girl. Hey, Anna, some days we all have that feeling and then we just have to let it unleash. You know what I'm saying? This is why I sang that little. Mm-hmm. Winning and giddy, but also watchful. Yes. Oh, without a doubt. She knows who is who and all that other stuff. You know what? I'm just going to skip over the Lady C comments because I'm just going to keep on moving. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to keep on moving. Uh-oh. What'd I miss? Yes, I hope your mom is okay. What I missed, though? I must have missed something. Anna, Meghan has always been number one, but the Umworld don't want to admit it. Well, that's true. For those of you who have watched The Princess, the documentary on Diana, then you know, that was really the... Can you imagine you're jealous of the attention your wife gets because you feel all the attention should be on you as the heir? Like, why would they want to deal with my wife? Oh. But we see not too many people are screaming for your current one, are they? When you're out and about for the flowers. Nor, I saw a cute little video that the guy that had handed the flowers to Meghan at one of the engagements, and it was a big bushel of flowers when they were in Australia, I believe. And Harry even said, hey, he pointed to the guy, you can't be giving big bunch of flowers like that to my wife, joking with the guy. But he showed him going to several of those stops, trying to get the flowers to her when she finally, you know, someone on staff told her and she came and he was waving the flowers up high enough for her to see. And of course, her favorites. And she came over and she thanked him. And that's when Harry said, hey, you can't be giving flowers that big to my wife. But, you know, he was joking and it was a cute little moment. But when you have people chasing you in a good way to get to the next engagement, to give you flowers, speaks volumes. I mean, and we won't forget the guy with the queen. Can you please give these to Meghan? Woo! All right. Oh, good. Let me see. Carmen, mama is okay, as can be expected. My daddy used to say, once a man, twice a child. God is good. She's living on grace and favor. Well, we'll just keep her in our prayers as well. Okay. Let me see. Marshar, did you all hear what came out of BP when Meghan's podcast dropped? Silence. They better walk a very thin line and remain silent. That's all I can say. I'm sure they're all scrambling to come out because I thought there were a couple of them working on podcasts. Don't even try it, okay? Because all you're going to be is the imitation. There's no copy and paste of this. I'm just saying. Okay. Connie, how are you? Good to see you. Let's see. They are afraid of the rest of her podcast because more is going to come out. Yes, she's going to drop a little bit along the way, as she should. You know, the rest of us are just shady and petty. We would have been like, boom, there you go. Here's it all. Here it all is. I still want to see those hours of the interview that Meghan, that Oprah didn't show. Like there was a 2.5 hour special, and we didn't see all of the coverage from the interview. Whoo, child, I tell you. Cookies and cream. Meghan is on top of the world. There isn't anything they can do to knock her off or knock her down. Of course, they'll try, but they won't succeed. Sir Pegalot needs to sit down somewhere with his bowling pin head. Took a sip of my tea on that one. Woo! I feel that petty energy. I love it. Love it. So Pegalot. All right, y'all excuse me, but I have to say this because it's just hilarious. I like big butts. Oh, God. Okay. I'm moving on. Dolores, Meghan is also telling a story with her podcast. She is. From the beginning, she even touched on the Straight Outta Compton headline that the UK media wrote when they first heard that she was dating Harry. And was like, but I'm not from Compton. But she was like, but what's wrong with Compton? So, I'm sure some will clip just the part when she's like, I'm not from Compton. Which, if you hear her voice, her inflection was not anything bad. Serena is, and what you gonna do? Mm-hmm. But she was like, but what's wrong with Compton? I mean, all in the same breath. And did you pick up on when she said, Serena, they were at that charity softball, I believe it's softball, and here's Serena walking towards it, and I laughed when she said it. She said she turned around. You can envision her turning around to look and then realize, oh, she's walking to me. Yeah, that must have been something. And they've been fast friends since. So this speaks volumes. Lottie G, I wonder how PM feels about the podcast. Who cares? You know. Yeah, he's probably still picking himself off the floor, too. Mm-hmm. I'm not hunting for him. Hopefully he's hopefully he's taking care of the one that's taking the sabbatical from him. I'm just saying he needs to be focused on that situation. Mm-hmm. Diane, it was so smart using a platform like Spotify. I'm waiting until the haters lied enough to trap themselves in corners. Say that again, Diane. Yes. We've said it before. Every time the haters come out with something, the Sussexes blow it right out the water, and they show. There was this whole thing on Serena and her on Friends, and how Priyanka, aren't friends, and who else? I guess everybody. She's just not friends with anybody. And then they come out to be like, yes, we are. But just because they're not speaking on her or about her doesn't mean that they're not in contact, etc. And I love that Serena calls Harry H. Mm-hmm. And that they speak quite often. Mm-hmm. Okay, just saying. Let's see. Lorna, I've been seeing advertising for Archetypes on YouTube. Good. Oh my goodness, if she comes to, I'll be blown out the water. My little bitty channel will be blown out the water. When will I hit that subscribe button? I sure would, but that's awesome. I'm glad. That's how it should be done. That really is how it should be done. I had someone months ago ask me, they were looking for me actually on Spotify, and they were like, why don't I find your podcast? And it's funny because I never think of it that way. I need to start thinking big, and I need to get myself in gear, truly. So those that are content creators that are in those platforms, please, hit me up in a DM on Twitter. Now, mind you, if I don't know your name, I'm probably not going to respond to you. You don't automatically come into my view. I have to look for the messages held. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Dolores sends, he who controls images controls everything. Robert Townsend. Mm-hmm. But thank goodness there's Google, such a thing as Google, that we can look at images as we so choose. And yeah, I mean, hey, if Sir Peg-a-Lot is all right with cosplay when she was showing her behind to the world, I don't know if that was a message or not. She's open for business. Oh, did I say that? I'm sorry. Okay, let me move on. I feel the petty coming, and I'm gonna have to get off really quickly. What time is it? Oh yeah, because I think Baron is 1:30, but I want to give everybody a chance to be able to, decompress and get ready for him with the snacks and stuff. Anna Dolores says he is another peghead, loves it on reverse. Oh Jesus. The Cabbages failed with the YouTube channel. They would definitely be a failure with the podcast, Lord. It would be as dry. And then always hearing her with she would have to try to remember the posh voice. And then, at least she could read. She could read, they could type out a script for her and she could read that. But we would know that she is sitting there reading the script, word for word. Okay, I'm going to stop. Rhonda, Meghan has a lot of loyal friends. Where are Mumble's friends? Probably still on the yachts. I'm just saying. Okay, yeah, it's time for me to stop. Woo! And on that note, let me start my outro because the background music stopped. And that's my sign. Get off. All right. So Meghan is to do 11 more podcasts, and we'll learn more how the Unroyal mistreated her. Yep, she tell it in an indirect way, like the Archie Forrester. They should have left her and Harry alone. Yeah, that's true. They should have. Okay. Whew. Let me get myself together here. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so very much for joining Sussex Saturday. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Please be sure to like it, share it if you're able to, and hey, even listen to it again if you so choose. But please be safe out there, everybody. The numbers are rising again for that certain good, yes. And then you got the pox, so just be careful out there. Anna, we're hugging you with extra strength and sending that good energy to you. Carmen, glad your mom is doing well. We're also going to remember her. For all those in the squad that aren't feeling well, like my sis Hilda, you all are in our prayers. We love you. Be kind to each other if possible. Now, for the haters out there, thank you so much for the engagement. Thank you so much for watching. Those out on the space station and in the clouds, mwah. I know who some of you are and you support. You just don't drop down. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. I will see you all in the YouTube halls, I'm sure. Be safe. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday, weekend. I might come back again tomorrow. I don't know. I'm just saying. But take it easy, everybody. Be well. Bye.